Alrighty, hi guys, welcome back to Corey's impromptu product reviews. I've been going through all of my camping gear and trying to organize everything and whatnot, and I don't know, I've just been watching a bunch of gear videos on YouTube, and I noticed there was a couple of things that I have bought since just kind of really picking up this hobby this last year or so that I already regret and have already purchased something else, and some of this stuff is like recommended all the time, and so I figure we might do a couple of these because I have a couple of different items. But the first one on the list is a sleeping pad that I bought. I saw several people recommending this. Now, I didn't see the recommendations before I bought it. It's just what they had at Academy Sports at the time, was this Climate Static B pad. If you go on Amazon, now they had this at Academy Sports, I believe, and well, that's where I got it. I think they still sell it. I saw it online before we come here because I had to check the prices. But there's a new one, V2, but it looks functionally identical. I have no doubt that everything that I say about this pad applies to the V2 and the insulated V2, because everything that I have, all the qualms I have about this pad were not substantially changed in any other version. Just looking at it, and people often recommend this pad here as a cheap sleeping pad that's fairly lightweight and for beginners, but I would say you would be much better off just getting, if you can't afford a sleeping pad or an inflatable sleeping pad, to just get a good foam mattress instead, because this thing almost no benefit. Like, this is almost worse. This is worse than a decent size foam pad. And the reason why I say it's worse is because, let's break out the stats. It is 18 inches wide, so only 18 inches wide. So 18 inches wide, guys. So I don't know if you're a child or a really petite young lady or something, that this might be acceptable, but 18 inches. 20 inches is considered the very slim, right? The pad I have right here that I upgraded to is 25 inches wide, but 18 inches wide, and it's not even like a full usable 18 inches, because the poking bits on here side of it. And it's just it's so thin. It doesn't really stay. It never really feels inflated. It's just pokey and bumpy, and it feels like it feels almost worse than laying on the ground somehow. And you had to pump it up, right? You had the long hike or whatever. You had to pump it up, and it costs at Academy Sports. It costs $55. And I think I may have seen it. I forgot to write it down, but I think I may have seen it for like $40 on Amazon. The V2 version for like $40 on Amazon, and it weighs 1 pound 3 ounces. So it's not even particularly lightweight. It's kind of lightweight for a sleeping pad, but it's not insulated in any really significant way. They say it's 1.5. Not that I tested it in cold weather, but I can tell you that's a bald-faced lie, because you touch the ground through the middle of these little things. This is, my finger can poke through here, and this is my finger poking through here. My fingers are touching. It's just like they're touching right here. There's no insulation through this, so this is the only part that actually would potentially have some insulation value is this right here. This just 1.5 is a bald face lie. As far as I know, that's not an official rating. This is a self rating from what I can gather. But terrible, terrible, terrible pad. I see it recommended all the time, and I wish people would stop saying to buy this pad. Anyway, so let's check that out the way. Let's explore some other options. What did I actually upgrade to? And I'll tell you what. One, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'3", and sometimes upwards of 200 pounds. We're down to 180. Thank you very much. But I got a, this is a Big Agnes Aircore Ultra. Yeah, Aircore Ultra. And this is the uninsulated pads, the big yellow uninsulated. They make an insulated version, which is red. It's a little bit more expensive. But this is a 25 by, what was it, 78? Yeah, 25 by 78. So I'm 6'3", and I fit on, this is heaven, guys. I had forgotten what it was like to sleep comfortably outdoors. I thought maybe I had gotten old, but no, it was just the really crappy pad that I bought was, I would have been better sleeping on the ground. I'm not lying. I would have been better sleeping on the ground, finding it, because when I was younger, I didn't really use a lot of pads. You would just find a soft spot to set up your camp, or set up your tent over. And if you have a pad, you tend to kind of say, well, I got a pad, it'll be fine. Well, no, if you just, I would have been better finding a soft spot to sleep instead of trying to sleep anywhere with that stupid pad. Pad is terrible. Don't buy it. Anyway, I got this. I thought it was reasonably priced for what it was, but this is substantially thicker. This is 3.5 inches. Just a little, I guess, little, I forget the word, foreboding or whatever, the things to come. Whenever I go to upgrade this thing, it's probably going to be to the Rapide, which is even a little bit thicker, and it's actually insulated. So if I ever need an insulated pad, that's what I'm going to next. That's super expensive, but that will be, I'm really happy with this pad. This is super comfortable, super comfortable. No complaints whatsoever. One of the best purchases that I've made in my kit so far. So happy with it. Now, I don't think you need to get the Big Agnes. There's several different vendors that have pads that are thick. I think this is the key thing, is that it's thick, right? And then it's still relatively lightweight. So I live in Mississippi, so we don't have really cold winters. We can camp pretty much 4 seasons long because our winters don't get that cold. So this will probably do me pretty good, even though it's not insulated. But especially, I don't want to insulate a pad during a Mississippi summer, which is when I've been camping. And so I got the uninsulated pad, and it also happens to be cheaper. So let's go over price. This, the pad was $55. This pad, which is substantially bigger, the 25 by 78 is $80. There is the red insulated version in that same size would be $92. Well, at least this version weighs 1 pound, 8 ounces. So 5 more ounces between those two. I get this luxurious thing, this luxurious comfort for 5 freaking ounces. Fantastic. Of course, that's the really big size. A little bit more fair comparison, price wise, is you can get the 20 by 72, which is the normal size for these mats. It's not a big or wide. It's not a long or wide mat. That's just the regular size mat. The 20 by 72 is $62. So still not that big a deal. There's insulated version again, is $81. So again, not a big spend. If you're really tight, but that I went with this one specifically because I couldn't find because there was another option that was even cheaper than the Big Agnes's regular size version of this, but they didn't have a 25 by 78 version, and that is there's another pad called the Trekology UL80, and so if its size is a 22 by 75, which wasn't enough. It wasn't long enough for me, and I wanted the full 25 inches. But if you're not as big as me, you would probably be happy with that pad. So it's a Trekology UL80. It's 1 pound 10 ounces, so similar weight. It's not ultra light, but it's not super heavy either. And it is, where did I write the $40? It's $40. Cheaper than the Climate Static V. So just if you can fit on the Trekology UL80, buy that mat if you want an inflatable sleeping pad. Now you can go even cheaper. So like I said, I would have been better off buying a regular foam mattress, because even like during cold weather, I could combine the foam mattress with my air mattress and get a better insulation value for not a whole lot of extra expense. I'll be able to use them together, independently or together. They would have complemented each other if I had got that, but instead I wanted to make that terrible mistake, and now we're living with it. Well, somebody else goes camping with them, and that's their pet. Hopefully they're smaller than me. But you can so the creme de la creme that everybody buys for a foam mattress. This is what I'm talking about, foam mattress. This is just a yoga mat. This is not a camping mat, but same idea. The canonical example is the Z-Lite by Thermarest. The Thermarest Z-Lite. It's like a foldable accordion style, like mat. It's got little panels and accordion. It's like egg crate kind of design. You've seen it before if you've been into backpacking. You've seen people with it strapped to the back. It's got the shiny foil and everything. Anyway, I think it just comes in one size. It's 72 by 20 and it's 14 ounces. So it's even lighter weight than all the options that I've been talking about here. And again, if I would have got the Z-Lite, I would have been how much is the Z-Lite? I didn't do it. I want to say the Z-Lite was like 40 or 50 bucks. I didn't write it down. It was like 40 or 50 bucks, I think. God, I wish I had that price. But yeah, it would have been about the same expense for that, but then I would have something that would be complementing this. Now, if I wanted a foam pad for camping, then I would have to go out and spend more money to bring that in addition. But anyway, that's the Z-Lite. But you can get like knockoff Z-Lites, or just like the old. So in the Marines, we used the foam mattresses or whatever. And you just rolled them up, right? It was just they're indestructible. They just roll up a piece of plastic foam, and you strapped it to the bottom of your pack, and off you went. Took a beating like crazy, and those things are ridiculously cheap. But you can get like the roll-up foam or knockoff Z-Lites for like 15 bucks on Amazon. So that's your cheapest option. And again, it will complement if you go with an air mattress later. But if you do want luxurious sleep, like right out the gate, foam mattresses aren't bad. They're not super comfortable, especially if you like sleeping on your side. But like I said, every Marine has slept on a foam mattress, and we survived to tell the tale. So it's not too bad. But if you want luxury, when you get in your bed, you get in your tent, get you a thick. Thermarest makes a lot of pads, but they're like 2 inches, 2.5 inches, maybe 3 inches. This is 3.5. This is 3.5 inches. I want 4 inches max, but this is I do not hit the ground, do not touch the ground all night long. Doesn't matter what position I'm on my side, I'm on my back, I'm all curled up, and nothing. This is luxury. Sleep like a baby on this thing, and it's because it's a thick foam mattress. I wouldn't go below, if you're going to get a foam mattress, I would make sure that it's at least 3 inches. If you're going for the luxurious mattress. If you're going super ultra light, then you want a foam pad. You know, you want to just foam up pad. That's how you save it. But if you're willing to spend the extra expense and carry around the extra weight, then I would say go ahead and go for a big thick air mattress, at least 3 inches, preferably 4 if you can get it. This is 3.5. It's plenty, but yeah. Bonus tip. If you do get an air mattress, get you one of these. This is a Flextail Gear. I don't know if you can see that or not. I hope you're still recording. It's a Flextail Gear tiny pump, and it'll pump up your air mattress. But that's not the only trick it does. It also will act as your light. So you could. I broke mine, so I lost the little clippy that lets you dangle things from. But there's like a little hook that's used normally on here. There's a little hook that you can hang it from, and you got a light, and it's got 3 different levels, and yeah, and you can just hang it from your top of your kit. So it's double function, and it comes with a whole bunch of different attachments because it seems like every mattress manufacturer has a different thing. That's another thing about this this pad. It's really nice. It splits it open and close, fill and exhaust. So you open this one up and it's a one-way valve for inflating, and you press this button to like selectively deflate it a little bit, and then you know you could blow the hatches with that one right there. And these are like super secure, and of course it's way out the way. It's not bugging you. To contrast, this little crappy thing, this is twist, and then you got to put your mouth over the little nozzle, and then while you got your mouth, you got to try to twist it close because it's not one way. And have I mentioned, guys, how much I hate this pad? Anyway, so yeah, some of the nicer air pads have much better inflation things. They, of course, this come with a stuff sack. This came with a stuff sack too, and neither one of these really roll back up. It's too tedious because you gotta like fold it lengthwise twice to fit, you know, lengthwise. After you roll it up, it's a pain in the ass. So I only just fold it once, and it sticks out the end, both of these. So like I'll fold it right here, and then it'll be that much just like sticking out. But anyway, that's just a trick to avoid tediousness, and it just makes it easy to roll. Comes a repair kit and a replacement valve in case your valve here messes up or whatever. And this thing also comes with a pump sack. So if you don't get the thing, if you want to carry around the extra weight, there's a little pump sack, and you just plop that on there, and then you just blow into the bag and let it close. It pumps air into the thing. I never actually used this because I bought that like immediately as soon as I found out. There's a YouTube channel, a guy named Dan Becker that does all these gear reviews. He's a gear nut, and he's always talking about this damn pump here, and it really is. It's great. It's 3 ounces or something. Probably not worth the weight, but it's such a small amount of weight, and you probably, like me, I don't have like a flashlight. I just have like my headlamp, and that's it. And so if I'm just hanging around in the tent, and I just have this thing hanging up as a light for the tent, works out really great. And I'm not draining my my headlamp. What is that? Okay. Yeah, I think that is it for this one. I hope you guys found it useful. So yeah, the Trekology. If you could fit on the Trekology UL and you want an AirPad, get that one. If not, you might want to go with these bigger. It really is worth it to get these thick AirPads. If you can get by with it, especially just starting out and you're not sure how much you want to invest in it, you can always get a foam pad. It'll still be useful. You can combine it with an air mattress later in cold weather, and that'll be your lightest weight and cheapest option. Anyway, I hope you guys found this useful, and I'll catch you guys next time. Hopefully. Oh yeah, we are still recording. Okay, yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.